practices in mortification. Mortification is something you're going to have to develop on a regular basis. So that means that you really do need to be practicing abstinence on a regular basis. You do need to be fasting on a regular basis. And by regular, I mean, building up to the point where maybe you're doing one meal a day for 5 to 6 days a week. Or building up to the point where recently a friend of mine, he had been doing a lot of fasting, and he said, I want to go 40 days without eating any food. To basically have that identity with Christ, because he wanted that thing. And so he went to the doctor and he says, oh yeah, you can do that. Here, just take these things to make sure drink these things to make sure your electrolytes are maintained. They're not sweet foods or anything like that, but just take these, make sure you're drinking this stuff to maintain your electrolytes. He went 41 and a half days without eating any food. It can be done. Just doing 3 days with no food is something that I'm not suggesting you start doing that right now because you probably end up in a hospital. But the point being is you have to build up to that. Your body has to build up to it, kind of like this guy did. But there has to be that willingness to go long distances. It's the same thing with the marathon runner. You have to build up to it. And it's the same thing with this. If we're going to go through chastisement or if things are going to get really, really bad, we have to have that longness of soul, that ability to go the long distance as long as it takes, and we have to work on that ourselves, which means we need to be in the habit, and this is something that is in the will, more so than it is even in the irascible appetite, which is where the virtue of fortitude resides. You need to get to the point where every single day, habitually, you're denying yourself all the time. Our Lady once said in one of her approved apparitions, sacrifice everything. That's what she did.